Hi guys, and welcome back to the Wolfpack, and today, as you can see, we are on FIFA 22 and I'm very excited to be starting a new series, a new FIFA 22 career mode with Wolves. Hopefully we can have some fun, sign some good players, and eventually maybe win some trophies. But yeah, should be a good series. We've got a decision to make early on about which pre-season tournament invite we're going to accept. And I think, to be fair, I'm going to go with the European International Cup. I think it's got the most challenging European teams in it that we're most likely to be facing, should we get Europa League, etc. And it's got the most prize money, hasn't it? Only marginally, but we'll go ahead and accept that. And as you can see, we have, this is the squad we have got to work with. There's a lot of academy players that are there that I'll probably send out on loan. There's a few pieces of dead wood that aren't too much use on FIFA that I'd like to get rid of. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. The first thing that I want to check, though, is our youth academy, because there's a lot of good youth academy players in when you first come in. Hopefully, we can have one of them today. So, as we see, we have got 5 players in our youth academy. Vladimir Selesnev, he doesn't look particularly good. Neither does Augustin Namek, although not bad potential. Cristobal Acuna looks pretty shocking. Bader and Mara are pretty similar, but here we go. We've got Harvey Garrett, a 16-year-old striker, English. I believe he has 5-star, which is crazy. A 94 potential, 67 rated. So I'm pretty happy with him. He's 6'2" tall. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and promote him straight to the senior team. Clear out those emails. And we're going to put him straight out on loan, or at least put him up for a potential loan, because he won't get in the team this season, but it would be nice to see him get some overall growth on loan. And whilst we're doing that, we're going to list up some players on the transfer market that I think are a little bit, a little bit dead wood to us that we don't really need. So, for example, number 1 will be Fernando Marcal. I think he's surplus to requirements with Giles and Vanega out on loan, and Johnny and Brian Nori, without doubt, are first two choices. In terms of these younger players, as I said, like Nia, Bueno, Richards, etc., I'm going to send them out on loan. And Romain says similar applies with Fernando Marcal. I think he's not really needed, especially when I'm planning to sign 2 centre-backs, one of which will be this episode. So keep your eyes peeled for that as Romain Sace goes up on the transfer list. Estrada, loan. Mosquera loan, and Bula loan. So Hoover will put out on loan, but I think we've only got 2 senior right backs, so he's going to need to stay in case Semedo gets injured. Hodgson on loan, similar to Kundal, same as Bruno Jordão. Giammattino is another one of those players that I'm going to have to transfer list, not because he's dead wood, because I think he can be very good for us, but because he's retiring at the end of the season, I'd like to squeeze a little bit of cash out of him if that would be possible. So he's going to go on the transfer list. Chem Campbell on loan. Meritan Shabani on loan. And the rest, I'm pretty happy to stay, other than Harvey Garrett, who is also going to go out on loan if everything goes correct. And we'll keep Fabio Silva as backup. Same with Conor Carty. I think that is pretty happy with, in terms of what we wanted to list up on the transfer market. And what we're going to do next is dive straight into our first pre-season friendly, and that is against Frankfurt. And I hope we can get the win here. I'm going to start with a similar formation. I want to keep it. I think it works for now with Cody in centre-back, which, unless we get an offer, we're not going to consider selling right now. I'm going to start a little bit of a weakened team, but still, I want to test out some players. I'm not going to start Jimenez. I'm going to start Silva, as I want to see him get some minutes and try and get some overall growth. In terms of a back 3, I think Mosquera, Cody and Kilman is good for me. I want Neto on the left wing with Adama on the right, and I'm going to start Matinho, although I've transfer listed him, and Neves in the midfield. We'll put Pedente on the bench for Hoover, Huang on the bench for Marcal, Johnny for Ruddy, and we'll bring Garrett on the bench as well instead of Sace. And then we'll put Bolly on the bench instead of... No, we'll keep Bolly in the reserves and rock with that to start with. And here we go. Wolves versus Frankfurt. I am going to be playing on Legendary for our first pre-season game. If it's too easy, I'll definitely bump up the difficulty. If it's too hard, which is unlikely, I'll bump it down to World Class. But here we go. I'm happy to get this underway. I'd like to win the pre-season. It's a good test for lads, and it is also it's also a chance to get a little bit of cash into our pocket, isn't it? So here we go. At the Dortmund Stadium, I believe, against Frankfurt. So yeah, let's get it underway as Rode takes the ball. Spreads it wide to Rustic, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Neto does really well to keep it in there. Bit of a dodgy pass though, Mosquera. Surely a foul there. I thought it was a foul. Cody's there to mop up. It's an opportunity early on, but Kilman's going to muscle off him, and Sarr can give it back to him. A little bit shaky though to start with, but we get it away with Semedo. Up to Traore, who can take a really nice touch. Into Neves. To Semedo. Traore. Into Giammattino, who could have had a shot, but he was offside. So yeah, free kick to Frankfurt. Frankfurt? Yeah, it is Frankfurt, isn't it? Got myself confused there. But anyway, they're on the attack here with Rustic. Pacencia, nice play. Kamada. Kostic. Kilman looks to clear, but it's Palencia. The Portuguese's shot is straight at Jose Sarr. Silva tries to clear it, but it's come to So. Into Kamada. Back to Bohr. And Aït-Nouri can just about get there as Neto can attack. Nice skill from Neto inside to Fabio Silva. Looks to the run of Adama Traore, and he's found him. Adama Traore, but Kostic managed to muscle him off the ball. No, he hasn't. Adama Traore inside, shoots on his left foot with the bending strike. It's a really good save from Kevin Trapp. Going to witness him and Matinho towards the back post with a corner. No one there. Fabio Silva's going to mop up. It's a really bad touch from him. I'm not sure what I was doing. I didn't even press for that to happen. That is ridiculous. Fabio Silva with a terrible, terrible touch. Frankfurt have a throw-in. He's managed to get it up to Rode. Kamada. Long ball out to Rustic. Takes it down nicely. Neto. So. Kamada into Rode. Nice football. Well done from Conor Cody though. Pacencia into Bohr. Could go 1-0 up here, but Aït-Nouri does really well. Will concede the corner, but can't complain as we prevent the goal. We haven't played brilliantly so far. Had a bit of an opportunity with Adama as Mosquera clears from the corner. So picks it up. Onto Tuta on the edge of the box. He might shoot. Does shoot, but he's dragged it across goal and nothing will come of that as Sarr pumps it out towards Semedo. Semedo takes it down on his chest. Up to Traore, but Kostic gets there ahead of him. Now they can attack with Bohr. Pacencia, really, really good tackle from Conor Cody. And now it's an opportunity. Out towards Neto. Cuts back. Looks for Neves, who can take it in his stride and shoot, but it's a good block. And now they can attack with Rode again. Bohr. Pacencia. Spreads it wide to Kamada. Semedo needs to win the challenge here. Back into Kostic, back out to Kamada. Semedo tracking back. If I could just win this tackle. It's a bit of a terrible ball in the end as Cody can clear, but it's come on the edge of the box to Rode. So, Bohr, Pacencia, thought that was in. I was getting ready to say Pacencia scores, but it's hit the side netting as Ryan Aït-Nouri got muscled off the ball. We got away with one there because that was an opportunity. Rustic's challenges Aït-Nouri, but we'll go out for a Wolves throw-in. Down the line to Neto. Neto cuts inside to Silva. Silva to Matinho, nice play. Matinho back into Silva, could be a chance for 1-0. Silva's touch is a little bit heavy, but Fabio Silva has scored. Absolutely brilliant goal from the young Portuguese. I thought his touch was a little bit heavy, but he recovered it with pace. Great ball in from Giammattino. It was a bit of a heavy touch, but he got there ahead of the keeper and fired home with his left foot. 1-0 to Wolves against Frankfurt. Great goal from Fabio Silva, and that sets us in good stead to continue the rest of this match. I really hope this can be a bit of a breakthrough season for Fabio. Wasn't brilliant last year, but we all know he's got the potential, especially on FIFA. He can be very good, and Neves manages to head the pressure away. Let's come back into Silva. Tries to hold up the ball, but he's not done well, and it's a good strike from Pasensia, I think. But Sark can gather. Semedo looks down the line to Adama, who we know's got pace. Cuts inside. Oh, it's a really good dribble past Road from Adama Traore. It's men in the box for Adama just before half time towards Fabio Silva, but he can't get his head on it, and Sal will get it clear towards Kamadi. You'd think that'll be the half-time whistle, and there you go. Half-time, 1-0. Not a brilliant start, but you couldn't have asked for much better against a good Frankfurt side in pre-season. And here we go, we can resume the second half here. No changes, pretty happy with how we're doing. Especially Fabio Silva, who's had a really good half, I think. Neves messing with the ball a little bit in midfield. Can see a nice overlap for Adama. If we spread it out to Semedo, we might be able to get it out to him. It is out to Adama. He can burn Kostic for pace. He puts it in, but it's a bit of a bad cross in the end. And Fabio was nowhere near him in the end, was it? Pasensia to Kilman to Matinho. It's nice play, and Neves gets on the end of it. Back into Neto, has a goal to shoot. And he's missed it. I've got my words a little bit mixed up there. Goal to shoot makes no sense, but he should have scored. We'll go short with the corner to Matinho. To Neto, whips it in towards Connor Cody, who heads it wide and should have done better. He jumped the highest out of everyone there and really should have done better with his opportunity in the 52nd minute as Trapp can get it clear. Kilman wins it. Really nice from Kilman. Oh, nice flick from Neves. Didn't quite come out how I wanted it. Won the ball back nevertheless, but he's given it away again by Semedo. Kamada to Ball. Chance for 1-1 here. It is 1-1. Quite a similar goal to Fabio in terms of the finish and where it ended up. But yeah, good finish from Ball, and it is 1-1. So that's the quality that Frankfurt have. So we need to be aware of that, and then maybe we can think about bringing some substitutes on should we need to. Good tackle there from Semedo. Kostic from throw-in Road into So. They've been dictating the field pretty well, these Frankfurt players. Hrustic will look to cut back inside here. It's a good claim from Jose Sarr in the end, who kicks long up towards Fabio Silva, but it's taken nicely from Kostic. Fabio Silva still putting pressure on, and Adama Traore has won the ball as a result. Kostic tries to take him down, but it's not worked. I see Fabio Silva making an early run into the box. I've put it in towards him. Silva has missed him, but Neto! Brilliant save from Trapp. I probably should have aimed a cross goal, but nevertheless, what a save. And we'll go out for a corner. I'm going to make some substitutions after this corner. Neto is there. We're not going to put it short. It's a bad delivery, though, in the end from Matinho, so maybe should have done. Neves on the edge of the box, looking for a strike, but it's been intercepted, and now Ball can go away with the ball. Terrible defending from Ryan Aït-Nouri. It's a great tackle from Connor Cody to win the ball back. Absolutely brilliant. Now we can spread it out to Neto, and it could be an opportunity again here. Fabio Silva, I've put it in towards him. Silva! What a goal! Fabio Silva, and he's on for his hat-trick. Absolutely superb volley from Silva. Really good work from Cody into Neto. Early cross. And Silva with a brilliant finish on his left foot again into the far corner. And as I said, it is time for substitutes now. I'm going to keep Silva on for the sake of his hat-trick, so Garrett will have to wait for his debut. Hwang Chan on the left. Trincao on the right, Johnny at left back, then Donker at centre mid. We can obviously make limited changes as it is pre-season. Actually, yeah, we'll stick with that. That's fine for me for now. And yeah, 2-1, brilliant goal from Fabio Silva, and hopefully we can get the 3 points from this match. Got to concentrate though, because we know the quality that Frankfurt have on the counter-attack. As it turns out, Daichi Kamada has an injury, so that's pretty good news for us. Kostic, though, early on from the goal, but it's a good interception, and Dendon can get it away to Trincao, who slides in. A little bit rash from Trincao there, and you expect he'll receive a booking. Dived in thinking I could win the ball, probably a bit over-eager, but from the free kick, nothing comes. But Kamada into Kostic. Semedo jockeying really nicely there. Trincao can get away with the ball. Francisco Trincao. Really nice speed from Trincao. I see Hwang Chan at the back post. I whip it in towards him. Hwang. Oh, he's gone a bit far. Back in towards Silva. but he cannot quite touch the ball. It'll go out for a wall throw after a panicked clearance from the Schalke, the Frankfurt player. We could have an opportunity. Then Donker in towards Fabio Silva for his hat-trick. And it's a really good... Was it a save? No, it wasn't a save. It was a bad header, actually, for Fabio Silva. Should have put that more towards the goal, but Kevin Trapp does well to put him off in the end, I think. Dika for Frankfurt gives it to Hinteregger. Long ball out to Kamada. Into Ndika again. Road. So. Oh, it's nice. Semedo can't get to Kamada. Kamada. Ball in towards the box. Johnny wins the header. And Silva can get away with the ball. Sniffing for his hat-trick. Fabio Silva looks to get past Hinteregger, but he cannot quite get past. And now Ache on the attack. Road into Hogg. Lammers could shoot. What a finish from Sam Lammers. That's a really good goal. There was nothing I could do about that. And 2-2 it is. I'm going to bring on Jimenez for Silva in the final minutes to try and get ourselves a winner. But that is really frustrating to look like we have a draw in the first match. I thought we were going to come out with a win there. We still could come out with a loss, not even a draw if we don't concentrate. Kamada, Semedo. 2 minutes of additional time. I don't think there'll be enough time for us to get a winner, but they definitely could. It's Kamada for the cross. Good tackle from Cody. 10 seconds left in the game. Kamada into Sal. Cody heads away really well. And Jimenez can run up the pitch, but that will be full time. 2-2, I guess, is a good result, but from the position we were in at 2-1 on 85 minutes, I suppose it is quite disappointing. But, you know, we can't be annoyed with that, can we? It's a good result against a very good Frankfurt side. So, yeah, we really can't complain. We've got Osasuna next. We've just beaten Stade Rennais. You could say that's a little bit of a surprise. But before we get on to that game, I want to talk about centre-backs we want to sign. So I'll go into a bit more depth on it here. I want to sign I want to sign one senior centre-back, and I'm going to have 3 targets. I want to sign one younger centre-back, and I'm going to have 2 targets for that. By targets, I obviously mean players. We're going to go for the youngsters first. The first youngster is 21. He plays for Lille. He goes by the name of Thiago Darlow. Obviously, a bit of a silver FIFA merchant at the pretty good on Ultimate Team this year, despite his silver card. But we're going to scout him. We're going to put him in the shortlist there. And the second younger player we wanted to sign was Matteo Lovato from Atalanta, I believe. But as it is on the game, it's Bergamo Calcio, isn't it? So we're going to shortlist him in the transfer hub as well. Now for the 3 seniors, it was Jason Denea from Lyon, who I was going to target. Obviously, we don't need to scout him. Contract expiring in 12 months. Maybe we might get a cheeky, cheap deal on him there. The other centre-back was Diego Carlos. Here we go. I think we will need to scout him, if I'm not mistaken. There he is at the bottom. £57 million release clause. We do need to scout him. And finally, we can go for a target that Wolves actually had in the summer. From the start of the game, you can probably predict who it is. Yes, it is Sven Botman, another one from Lille, also 21. So I guess he could class a youngster, but I think he's got that rating to be a senior one as well. So we'll scout him, shortlist him in the transfer hub. And yeah, as you've seen there, our 5 centre-back targets, I think they're pretty strong targets, and I think it will be realistic to bring 2 of them in with the budget that we have currently got. We've got no transfer request for any players, just to keep the team happy. I'll just respond to these messages all positively to see if we can get the team morale in general up. So we're going to simulate ahead to our next game against Osasuna here with not much more to do and no offers to consider, and that still has not changed. But in terms of the team, I think I'm going to keep it majority the same. I'm going to give Jimenez a run out instead of Silva because I think I need to get him up to match fitness. And Hwang Chan instead of Pedro Neto. And also Dendoncker instead of Coutinho and Johnny instead of Aït-Nouri. So it's not really staying the same, is it? Also going to play Bolly, so in fact it's changing completely. I completely waffling there. But there we go, that's the team we're going to go with for this game. I'm just going to simulate it because I don't want this video to be an hour long. We're in our away kit, quick sim. Hopefully we can get the win against Osasuna, and we come out of a draw, a Cody goal cancelling out the Ontiveros strike in the first half. And it comes down to the last game, I believe, to see if we will go through against Stade Rennais. And I think if we win this game, we're nearly guaranteed to go through with Frankfurt and Osasuna playing each other. We do have a loan offer for Shabani. They want it with an option to buy. I'm not entirely comfortable with that, I'll be honest with you. So we're going to reject that because I don't want him going out with a loan to buy, especially if he turns really, really good and they have a really cheap buy offer on him. But we are at the game against Stade Rennais, and I don't want to play it because I want to move on pretty quickly. As I said, I don't want this to be a really, really long video. I'm going to change the team up a little bit. We're going to chuck Fabio Silva back in. Bit of a bold move. We're going to have Trincao, Neto and Silva up front. We're going to have Nori on the left. And we're going to put Thingy back in. We're going to put Sace in at centre-back as well instead of Max Kilman. Put Kilman on the bench for Matinho, who looks like he could be on his way out. But that is the team that I'm going to field. We're going to simulate. Hopefully we can win on the quick sim. Do we get through? We lose. And I think that means we're out of the competition, actually. Fabio Silva scoring again, which is always a positive. But we have lost our second simulated match, and yeah, that means we are out. We do still get some prize money, but that is frustrating to see us dip out of that competition after such a promising start. I think if I'd have played the game, we would have been able to win, but I simulated it. But it's not the end of the world, it's just a pre-season tournament. We're not through, it doesn't matter. But as you can see here, I am just adjusting the wage budget slightly, so we can get up to around £50 million there, which is a really, really nice amount. We still got no offers for the players I've transfer listed. I'm not entirely confident that I have done it now, so I'm going to check. Here we go, yeah, but I have transfer listed the players, we just have no offers yet. So we're going to just simulate a few more days till the 16th, see if we do have any offers. So not a great pre-season, but not the end of the world. We might have some offers. We do have some offers to consider. We have one offer to consider, and the scout report's back, so we can definitely get on signing a centre-back this episode. Piemonte Calcio, obviously Juve, for Neves for £47 million. Neves is non-sellable, is he really, unless a stupid offer came in. He's going to be the start of our team. I'm just deleting the scout reports, obviously that seems a little bit stupid, but we can have a look at them in the transfer hub, so it's fine. So there we go, there are the ratings on our players. Diego Carlos still has not come back yet, but if I'm honest, I wasn't exactly considering him as the option that I wanted. I was more considering Jason Denayer, who I think we can get on the cheap with his contract expiring in 12 months. We'll sign one of Giallo or Lovato definitely in the next episode. So for this episode, we're going to end off on trying to sign Jason Denayer from Lyon. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of a low ball offer here. And I'm going to make it include Romain Sace, because I'm looking to move him on. So would Romain Sace and £9 million be enough to complete the deal? They want 9% selling clause. I'll have that as long as we can budget down to £8 million. 8.9 with a 10%, you know what, that's fine. Great deal there, in my opinion. We've got Romain Sace moved on, who's 31, and 2 overalls less than Jason Denayer. Obviously, the transfer's been accepted. We've not negotiated terms with him yet, but that is not a problem usually. But 8.9 million for an 80 rated centre back who's only 26. I think he's got an 84 potential, swapping for a 31-year-old centre back who is 78 rated. I think he's a really, really good deal. We'll obviously offer him crucial there. 5 years should be enough. That's definitely what he wants. No release clause for me. And as for financial terms, we'll give him a little bit of a boost on wages. I give him a little signing bonus of £50,000, and that should be enough to push it over the line. That's the reasonable offer. Jason Denayer joins Wolves. What a signing. I think he goes straight into the team. He doesn't, but we'll put him in instead of Kilman for now. Where is he? There he is. Really, really positive signing in my opinion. And I think, we can hopefully kick on really well with that signing. There will undoubtedly be more later in the series, but that is going to be it from me today. We crash out the pre-season competition, but it's not the end of the world. I'm more confident on moving on to Premier League and signing to the future anyway. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and come back for the next piece of content when we release the next piece of this series. But as I say, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.